世界上最贵的数字艺术家 Beeple 的全球首个重磅个展10月13日在南京德基艺术博物馆开幕，带来了他30多年艺术生涯中最瞩目的作品，包括他拍出天价的成名作超过6400幅的每一天，第一件动态雕塑人类1号达4.2122，以及为德基专门创作的指数生长。他还在展览现场众多人的围观之下，花45分钟创作了一件每一天，主体是一个巨大的 Beeple 的头。从2007年至今 ，Beeple 每天一张画的习惯，就算在旅途中也从未间断。
And I think a lot of people think that I'm like a very disciplined person. I can assure you I am not. It's just like the moment kind of carries me forward, but like working out or like eating or like anything else out of, the 6,000 everydays, like 150 are available to collect. I think that's what's a bit sort of like unique about my work is there's so much work.
对于海平面升高这样枯燥的环保议题 ，Beeple 也给出了非常不同的理解。
The water level would continue to kind of like rise based on, the water levels rising in the world. But the city will kind of like adapt. There's a lot of talk around this, like the world is imminently ending. And it's like, guys, the water level is going to rise like an inch in the next 50 years. I think we'll survive that. Humans are very resilient.
人类1号自 Beeple 于2021年创作以来，已经走过了5个截然不同的章节。这次新场景中还首次加入了声音。
The first virtual human that was sort of born in this kind of metaverse and exploring different lands. But as they're doing that, their body is kind of turning more robotic. Now you saw their arm is wires and that. To me is actually kind of the fun part of this project. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm going to do next. It's a journey for me too, but that keeps it, very exciting.
以及为此次展览特别创作的指数生长，以德基的花卉静物收藏为主线，把古老的静物花卉以数字动态的方式呈现。
That piece continues to sort of change over time, such that it will never look exactly the same. And so, in that sense, it's kind of the opposite of a still life in a way, or it's an infinite amount of still lives.
展览还邀请到全球知名的策展人汉斯·乌尔里希·奥布里斯特担任展览的艺术顾问，以对谈过无数大师的身份讲述了他眼中不一样的 Beeple。
We've known each other with Mike about two or three years, and a really extraordinary experience was for me to visit him in Charleston and actually experience, his studio. It's the place also where he often interacts with younger artists. In Mike's generation, there are extraordinary artists who really are almost digitally native. They kind of grew up with digital technologies since the late 80s, early 90s. Would be Mike. It's not only a digital exhibition, because there is sculpture, there is drawing, there's photography, there is painting, and digital work. In a way, it operates within what one could maybe call mixed reality. William Morris talked about this idea of art for all, to make art as accessible as possible for many people, and particularly for a practitioner like Mike. He wants as many people as possible, to see it. We are here immersed in the everydays, and these everydays, they only very recently appear in the context of a museum. They've been out there on social media. It's also on the blockchain. They've reached millions and millions of people every day. This is, in a mall, there is, an extraordinary amount of visitors who come here. Up to 3,000 people every day, which is about 21, 22. Everybody in the mall can see this. And I think this blur between the inside and the outside is important. So it evokes curiosity, and hopefully will bring people, into the museum. That visitors can experience here something extraordinary, which is really that the artwork becomes a living organism.